Alrighty, we have an interesting one here. Started evolving yesterday, and it is about Ticketmaster hack. Millions exposed. Snowflake, which is a cloud provider, is involved in this, and what a way to go for a weekend to start. So anyway, so some of the credits are from Snowflake. They have provided some information indicating how you can mitigate the problem a little bit. Bleeping Computer, Bug Crowd, the Census for the United States, Hudson Rock, a cybersecurity group, and The Verge. All are articles that I read or accessed for this particular incident. All right, so the short story is that Ticketmaster has a breach, and so it affected over 560 million people. A hacker group named Shiny Hunters is trying to sell 1.3 terabytes of data that they say contains personal and financial information of Ticketmaster customers, and they are selling this information for a measly $500,000. And so the real summary starts here. So this is another wonderful article by Bleeping Computer, and the author is Sergio Gatlin. He does really good articles. You should read Bleeping Computer. So Snowflake is a cloud provider. They may have been involved in a breach affecting their customers, including Ticketmaster. So now you're starting, if you're putting the dots together, this sounds like a supply chain attack. All right, so the report suggests over 520 million customers might have been impacted. The breach's origin is debated. Snowflake is indicating they attribute it to poorly secured customer accounts, while others suggest that Snowflake itself was compromised. So summary again, so Shiny Hunters is the group that was advertising the data for sale. Again, over 560 million Ticketmaster customers, and for $500,000. And this information was posted for sale in hacking forums. All right, so Snowflake's response to this really is they publish some recommendations and are trying to show you how to prevent unauthorized access, including identifying the malicious IP addresses and the suspicious client connections. So there is a really good site, and at the end of this, we'll go to it, that helps you figure out how to mitigate this, especially if you're one of their customers. All right, so threat actors' method is claimed to be that they're bypassing Okta's secure authentication by using stolen credentials to access a Snowflake employee's ServiceNow account, which is also, by the way, some kind of supply chain attack in a weird way. So it's this attack generates session tokens and exfiltrates the data. So that is how some organizations are claiming it happened. Snowflake isn't necessarily in agreement with that yet. All right, so takeaways are the incident overview. The threat actors gained unauthorized access to some Snowflake customer accounts like Ticketmaster. And again, Snowflake claims this was due to weak or compromised customer credentials, not vulnerabilities in their systems. The affected companies are high-profile companies like Santander and Ticketmaster. The threat actor claims access to data from other major companies also, and they're claiming that it was from Snowflake services. Investigation and response. Snowflake has been investigating increased threat activity since mid-April 2024 and is assisting affected customers. They emphasize the importance of multi-factor authentication. There was an extortion attempt for $20 million, which Snowflake is indicating they did not pay. There is malware involved, and Hudson Rock, which is a cybersecurity research group, they are suggesting that the breach involved a Luma-type info stealer. And so this is malware that targets sensitive information on systems. All right, so here's some of the terms that we came across. C2, also known as command and control. This is used. This is kind of like an infrastructure that's used by attackers to maintain communication with compromised devices after initial exploitation. So this is how they kind of try to stay in, get information out, get information in, and keep the attack going stealthily, hopefully, for them. All right, so who is Hudson Rock? Hudson Rock is a cybersecurity firm with expertise in cyber crime intelligence, and they are founded by former members of the IDF's 8200 cyber unit. So what is a Luma-type info stealer? It's malware targeting mostly cryptocurrency wallets, browser extensions, and two-factor authentication. It's sold as a subscription-based service, so is known as malware as a service, MAAS. So what is malware as a service? We just said it. It's a subscription service you can actually purchase, similar to software as a service, but it's for bad guys. It comes as a turnkey solution. It includes customer service to help you. Being evil has never been so easy. So who is Shiny Hunters? We mentioned this before, but they're an evil organization. They're a threat actor that may have started evolving around 2020. They're known for some famous attacks, including GitHub, Mintel, Home Chef, and Bonobos. Their mode of attack is supply chain attacks, similar to what's going on now. And they usually try to infiltrate through the Microsoft 365 services and through weaknesses through GitHub. So Snowflake. This is an American cloud computing company. It's like Google, it's like Amazon. They're based in Bozeman, Montana. They focus on cloud data storage and analytics, often referred to as data as a service. And so they help you store and analyze your large data sets, and they are also known as part of a supply chain. So what's a supply chain attack? An attack using third-party tools or services to infiltrate a target system or network. Who is or what is a threat actor? It's an individual or group responsible for malicious activities. It is the bad guy, the evil guy, the black hat. All right, so Ticketmaster. Who's Ticketmaster? It's the world's largest ticket marketplace. They work with event organizers like sports teams, concert venues, and theaters. They organize with fans to help buy tickets for these events. Their function is to sell and distribute tickets for concerts, sports games, theater productions, etc. They operate in about 29 countries across the globe. They are considered the dominant player in the United States. I think there is actually a effort to call them a monopoly, so they're having some challenges. They have always been criticized for some of their service charges and ticket sales, but regardless of all that, they are still the victim in this, and nobody deserves to be a victim. All right, so again, here are the credits. Again, Snowflake has a really good article, additional information on how to help mitigate. It lists the IP addresses. It lists some of the clients that you can try to block. It's a really good article, and we'll go to that in just a second. Dark Trace gave some really good information on Luma Info Stealer. Bleeping Computer, of course, one of my favorite sites, gave a lot of information about the breach. Bug Crowd provided good information about Shiny Hunters. I actually went to the government census site for the United States, and again, we have about 330 million people in our country, and this breach affected over 500 million people. I went to the Hudson Rock site to figure out, learn a little bit more about the company Hudson Rock, and then I also read an article from The Verge, and that's the summary and the breakdown. And let's go to Snowflake site real quick. All right, so this is their knowledge base, and this is the article that they provided, and it's basically about detecting and preventing unauthorized user access, and they looks like it was either written or updated today. And so the issue is Snowflake recently observed and is investigating an increase in cyber threat activity targeting some of our customers and accounts. They believe that this is a result of an ongoing industry-wide identity-based attacks with the intent to obtain customer data. Research indicates that these types of attacks are performed with our customers' user credentials that were exposed through unrelated cyber threat activity. To date, they do not believe this activity is caused by any vulnerability, no misconfigurations, or malicious activity within the Snowflake product. Throughout the course of their ongoing investigation, they have promptly informed the limited number of customers who they believe have been impacted. All right, and so here you go. This is what they're telling you, the cause. Snowflake is investigating activity from the following IP addresses, quite a few IP addresses. You can go to the site and get the list. And then they also mention they've also observed malicious traffic from clients with the following characteristics. Connections from client identifying itself as RapeFlake, connections from client identifying itself as dbeaver from a Windows Server 2022, The identification, the following query will return login events that originated from suspected IP addresses. So they're telling you how to do it. So you can do this on your, this looks like it's SQL. All right, they got some more resources right here. They have identifying access from suspecting clients, still some more SQL, disabling suspected users. Important if you have enabled allow ID token parameter on your account, the user may be left in the disabled state for 6 hours to fully invalidate any possible unauthorized. If the user is re-enabled before this time, the attacker may be able to generate a new session. So there's something going on with session tokens too. All right, resetting credentials for suspected users. The investigation, a little bit more information. So quite a bit of stuff here, and it looks like it's mostly SQL stuff. And then here's some prevention steps you can take. Setting up network policies, review your account parameters. Let's go down a little bit further. Review service account authentication. For service accounts, use key pair authentication or OAuth for machine-to-machine communications in lieu of static credentials. Alrighty, and let's get back one more time to this presentation. So once again, wow, millions and millions. It shouldn't say millions exposed. It should say millions and millions and millions of people exposed. Ticketmaster hack leaks fan data. Hopefully you're not affected. Good luck, and let's see what happens over the next few days, the next couple weeks about this. It's going to be an interesting evolution, I'm sure.